Hello and welcome back, everyone. We have been having a wonderful experience during this 11/11 portal. We are now kind of rounding out the end of that experience. I kind of look at portals as a plus or minus 2 or 3 days from the calendar date that has duplicated itself, if that makes sense. So 1/1/2/2. March 3rd, April 4th, May 5th. The most potent ones I've personally experienced are, oh goodness, June 6th is a big heavy one for me. July 7th has been a fun one in the past. August 8th has only just this year become entered into my awareness. And actually, I guess this portal, if you want to call these portal days, many people do. You don't have to if you don't experience it that way. But it wasn't until my mid-30s that I started even paying attention to these days, and just because they're fun. Oh, it's 7/7. Oh, it's 8/8. Like, let's see what's gonna happen. And I very much approach it with an open mind, and with my inner child. And I really only started paying attention to these maybe within the last year or two, and even only sporadically then. And so I guess in a way I'm still learning how I feel about what these days are, what they mean to me, and how I experience them personally. But this year, 11/11 has been special for me in a few different ways. Last year was the first time that I was consciously paying attention to it. And so this year gets to be a fun um, remembrance of the year before, tied in with conscious creation of those to come. And so it's been a really interesting and fascinating week in my world. And I have been just following the heart-led callings of my soul and finding myself in the middle of adventures and enjoying every minute of it and making the most out of every minute of it, as well, by just being open to what the energies want to bring forward and allowing myself to be fully, deeply, completely present in all of that. And so today we're being led on an adventure to heal and clear not only some land, but some very particular land that has had some very difficult circumstances take place upon it. Um, I'm not going to get into the depth of the story around these people as I talk about these land clearings, because this channel is not meant to be a recounting of um, deep, dark secrets or heavy density. This channel is more about encircling those situations with love and compassion and moving the energies through with unity consciousness and divine love. And so I won't tell the story of Ted Bundy. You're welcome to go look it up for yourself. But I was just made aware last night that Ted Bundy lived in my state for some time. I don't know if he was born and raised here. I don't know his like full history. I actually don't know the full story. I just am familiar with the name and some of the hard things that happened related to that name. And I recently learned that he had a home just a few blocks away from where I went to elementary school, actually in Salt Lake City. And so I was invited by a member of the Ghost Hunters team, actually, to just go check it out and see what is present there currently with the land and the density of the space. And so I pulled some cards on it earlier because I wanted to know what the universe had to say about what wanted to be seen at this geographical location, what energies specifically were wanting to move through it, and how we could tie that in, what we're seeing here in this location, how we could tie that in with the bigger story of the grand healing that is currently taking place um, here on the planet and through us as the Divine Love Collective. And so, forgive my hand motions as I move this energy through my field. I was asked the other day, what does this mean? What am I doing? And I realized I haven't explained it. And so I appreciate the opportunity to kind of touch on that in the realm of quantum flow. The idea is that we are much more than just our physical presence, our physical body that we see here. We actually exist inside of what's called a torus field, which is in a way represented by this necklace here. Although this is a, solid physical static in the way that it's not moving, representation of said torus field. If you look up an electromagnetic torus field, you'll find a field in motion. It's kind of shaped like a donut, and it kind of it is a field in motion that processes energy through our electromagnetic fields. And if you study the work of Einstein or really smart physicists out there, they can explain it very well, where we are the center point of the field, and everything has one. Everything that is alive has an energetic field. And so we are kind of this center point in the middle here of this donut, and the energies that we are processing and are carrying with us are moving kind of through us and around in that shape. And so if you see me moving my hands here, it's just because I'm pulling energy either up or down as I'm processing feelings, I'm processing story, I'm processing thoughts, and it gets to be a way that I can not only release density, but also move through density as we talk about um, some of the things that we're going to talk about today. So thank you so much to the one that has brought that to my attention. I am always grateful for the opportunity to expand our collective awareness and to share what it is that I'm doing as part of that. And so if you see me doing these hand motions, I've also heard it called light language, if that is resonant to you at all. This is a way that we can move higher frequency information through our multidimensionality, um, and anchoring in our presence into our physical body. That gets to be really a creative process that we can do many, many things with. And so these hand movements come very, very natural to me. I've been kind of doing my little sing-songy dance my whole life, kind of doing this. And so I just wanted to take a brief moment to explain that, and hopefully it makes sense. And let's move into uh, this card reading that I pulled earlier regarding this piece of land, kind of on the north end of Salt Lake City, but a little bit further east of downtown. And it started with a tour that I took recently in Salt Lake City with the Ghost Hunters tour guide group. And um, The Ghost Adventures is a show that I've watched for years. My family watches it. My kids have watched it off and on throughout the years, and I've always been really intrigued by the work that they do, and it's very fascinating to me, but I've never experienced it firsthand. And so this Ghost Adventures tour was an amazing experience. We walked around downtown. Apparently they do it rain or shine, cold or not. It was like 30 degrees and we were all bundled up and there was only a couple of us, but we had a really, really great time. And so I'm really excited that some of this work is coming forward because all I could think about during that tour was like it's great that we're telling the stories of, these experiences and this supernatural paranormal stuff, but if there's really truly souls that are trapped here and that's why people are experiencing the paranormal, it makes me feel sad that we're just talking about it and we're not doing anything about it. And so my passion in this is to acknowledge and see the energy for what it is and kind of give it a pathway to release itself from being stuck here. Because the stuck energy is not good for the Divine Love Collective. And as we move through our ascension process, the collective ascension with Gaia is calling on us to see these pockets of density and to give it a pathway to release itself so that we collectively can expand and grow into the next version of ourselves, into the next version of divine love, and into the next versions of what we came to bring here and to be here and to do here. And so I'm super grateful for the opportunity to um, be working with such an amazing team. And the many teams that I do is all amazingly wonderful parts of the collective that we're interweaving this grand co-creation with. And so thank you to all of my teams. Thank you to the Ghost Adventurers. Thank you so much to my tour guide who went above and beyond to really give me a good experience and show me some extra stuff and talk through some additional details of history that is just really in line with some of my pet projects. And so I'm really excited to talk about this today. And let's get into the card reading that we did. Thank you for joining us. Love and blessings. Nice, good, regular. Forevermore. Okay, so the decks we are working with today are called The Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell and Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra and Taylor. Okay, so here is the spread that we drew earlier regarding what we've talked about so far, and I will leave the information on the decks in the description box in this video. And what I'm reading here is that the energy over there is very, very stagnant. It needs some definite clearing and breaking down of barriers due to hard feelings and pain from the past. I'm seeing not to be afraid because diving deeply into this healing process is what alchemizes the grit into grace that leads to pearls of wisdom, and that blessing the waters of the land and air to come together in bliss and harmony can assist with the transmutation, which will heal a long-standing broken heart wound within the angel of love due to contracts around communication and receiving information. Pairing the water healing with codes from the sun can help open up a portal for this stagnancy to exit the planet, which will make way for abundance to blossom through a foundation of strength, which will heal and bring together all past wounds around love and money, freeing space up for a whole new paradigm to enter. That the healer of the ages overcomes the hostilities of the overthinking mind, and that as we release this from ourselves, it can be released from the world and the collective, leading to adjacent possibilities where true balance and harmony is possible through our connection to the Garden of Eden within. that the healing exists already within us, and that all we need to do is open the gate and allow love and blessings to flow freely so that it can anchor within our heaven on earth, and all can benefit from the increase in vibration and frequency. So, with that, let's just anchor in our hearts as we bring down the love and light from above, down through our channel, down through our physical body, through our existence, through the network in our hearts and minds and bodies, all of the grids that make up who we are, bringing it down, all the way down to our feet and through our energetic root system as we connect into the soil and the earth below us. And if you're not literally physically standing on grass or soil, that's okay. Just imagine these energetic roots going down from wherever you are, down, down, down into the earth, anchoring and grounding, rooting in this love, in the highest light, in the realms of possibilities, of highest good, of every all. Just breathing in this healing, this transference, this energy transmutation. Yes, thank you. I accept, I receive. I'm gently affirming to myself, yes, thank you. I accept, I receive. As I open and expand my awareness and my central channel, this conduit of energy to flow through, I'm expanding and allowing it to amplify and grow. Around the physical location that we are working with here in Salt Lake City, with ease and grace and gratitude and love and light and highest good of every all layers, levels, and dimensions of our existence, pulling down this love, this high frequency energy to transmute these difficult circumstances and experiences. Transmuting this density and difficult energy across all lifetimes, timelines, spaces, dimensions, and realities. Across all lifetimes, timelines, spaces, dimensions, and realities. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Just finalizing this transmission now with a little song. oh, oh, oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for witnessing this process and for holding space with us as we do this important work for the collective and for Gaia and for all that is as we anchor in divine love across all lifetimes, timelines, spaces, dimensions, and realities. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Have a blessed day.